Work today was nice. I had a cake for my birthday, plus for the birthday of 4 other people. We do it at the same time, once every 2 weeks or so. Except that I didn't get cake. I got a selection of Krispy Kreme donuts. In front of me there was a selection of Krispy Kreme donuts. I got one donut and other people got other donuts. I can't eat more than one, it's too much. Now it's 5 p.m. I'm going home because Shelly and I are going to the movies tonight. We're gonna watch a movie that apparently I need to see. And it's also a movie that I am quite excited to watch. Just got dinner for Joan, who's gonna be babysitting tonight. It's 5:15 now, after getting the food and everything. Movie starts at 6:40. Our plan is to leave the house at 6 because the movie theater is in the city, which means we still need to park and everything. But I think so far I'm on track. Should be plenty of time. I bet you're probably wondering what movie we're gonna watch. Well, want to know more. It's 20 past 6, we're still here. I had to give Emily a bath, or start giving her a bath. Now Joan is going to finish the bath. Bye Joan, you gonna be alright?
Bye. I'm gonna be so fly.
6:51, 11 minutes after the starting time of the movie. Except it's not the starting time of the movie because there's the previews and stuff. So hopefully, maybe, we're okay. We actually were about 10 minutes early. The movie had lots and lots of previews and stuff. So we got the whole thing, which is great. Now we're having dinner. Udon, rice, something.
Chicken teriyaki.
I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat. Food was great as usual. I love this place. Mapen and whatever the other one is called.
Boyden.
The rice one. Now we're probably gonna go for a little walk to the car and go home, I guess. We don't wanna send Joan home too late. Did you like the movie?
I did.
My review will come towards the end of this vlog. Actually, right at the end of the vlog, because I'm gonna spoil the movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'll tell you to skip and not watch it. I just bought one of these for my hand. We were walking past the pharmacy, I wanted to check, and it will stop me from doing things that will make it worse, which I do all the time. Like trying to crack my bone, my joint, even though I know I shouldn't. Now I won't. You know what we should do?
What?
We should start singing and dancing right now. In the middle of the supermarket. Maybe everyone's gonna join us.
Please scan at any time. Unexpected item in bagging area.
One of the good things of having Shelly with me is that we'll find the car. I do not remember where we parked, but she does, so that's good.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. I did live in a rush. I didn't want to miss the beginning of the movie. You don't want to miss the beginning of this movie. Just saying.
No.
Before I give you a full review of La La Land, which by the way is the movie we watched tonight if you hadn't figured out that by now, let me give you a quick update on my hand. Last night after editing my vlog, I did hot and cold compresses. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Like you put a bit of ice for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then you put warm piece of cloth for like 2-3 minutes or something that is warm, and then repeat that 3-4 times. It feels much better today. I mean, I have been taking ibuprofen as well, which is an anti-inflammatory. I'm pretty much better than Google for medical advice. No, I'm not. I accept no liability for any action you take based on my medical advice. I'm just warning you, I am not a doctor. Neither is Google. Shelly and I had a nice evening thanks to Joan, who stayed here and looked after Emily. The food was pretty good, and the movie I highly recommend. Here's my 100% spoilers review of the movie. Please, I beg you, if you haven't seen the movie, do not watch the rest of this vlog. It's full of spoilers. If I were you, I would watch the movie, and then I'll come back to this point, and then watch the rest of this vlog. Also, if you haven't seen the movie, maybe don't look through the comments, because in a moment I'm gonna ask people who have seen the movie what they think. By the way, if you're gonna write a spoiler, please say spoiler alert, so you don't spoil for anyone else. Here's what I think of the movie. When a movie starts with a long, continuous shot, such as the one in the beginning of La La Land, even though that one had maybe 2-3 times when it could have been, when the camera moved really fast, it could have been cut. It's generally trying to say that they are aiming for something really great. Think, for example, Boogie Nights or Goodfellas. They have a very similar style of continuous shot right in the beginning, of going through a club and just walking through people. It's brilliant, amazing. When I first watched Boogie Nights, there was the feeling like that establishing shot. It's like, yes. And I felt the same way about La La Land. Of course, La La Land is kind of a musical. It is a musical. So there's a lot of that, you know, choreographed. A lot of choreography involved and all this synchronization and stuff. So that's typical of musicals anyway, but that was just such a great establishing shot. And I am kind of a sucker for movies that bring back the memories of old movies, and I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen. And of course, when you're trying to bring memories from old films, you wanna shoot your film using actual film, not digital. And it was very evident that this was shot in 35mm. You could see from the color, from the grain, from everything. And of course, using the legendary Panavision cameras. I mean, CinemaScope, right? That's what he said right in the beginning. For the first half of the movie, I could not take my eyes off the screen. It was just so fascinating and beautiful and gripping and mesmerizing. And I know I'm biased to say it because I work for Dolby, but what helped with the whole experience of this movie is that we watched in the theater with Dolby Atmos, so you have speakers all around you. And the surround sound for this movie, some Dolby Atmos movies are pretty lacking and disappointing. Not La La Land. Even though it's a drama and most of the surround sound is used for music, it was very well done, and it feels like you were there, you were part of the whole experience and part of the magic, which is what the director was trying to convey. I think the acting was mostly impeccable, and there were many times when I was deeply connected with what was happening and the emotion that the characters were having. It was just a great experience. Now, halfway through the movie, I started missing one really important thing in a narrative film, which is the development of characters. I feel like while it was good in that aspect, it was missing something. Maybe if they had spent less time singing, I mean, I know it's a musical, but if they had spent a little bit more time developing the characters, it would have been a bit better. Even if the movie was a bit longer, it doesn't matter. A movie can be as long as it needs to be, as long as it's not longer than it has to be. Just think of The Hateful Eight, for example. It's a 3.5-hour movie. I wouldn't have cut anything out of it. It was just perfect the way it is. Also, towards the end of the movie, I started wondering, how is this going to end? Because if everything works out for them and they just end up together and it's this cheesy situation, I feel like it wouldn't have been very realistic. While I was not fully satisfied with the ending, I think it was probably the best ending that it could have been. Why wasn't I fully satisfied? I'll tell you why. They didn't end up together. And that is, you know, when you watch Kill Bill, and if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but I mean, it's Tarantino, you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna get their revenge, they're gonna kill everyone, you know, the name of the movie is Kill Bill. But at the end of Kill Bill, you feel satisfied. She got her revenge. It is awesome. You just feel great. And the music that is played at the end of Kill Bill during the credits is just, it conveys that feeling just like, yes, victory. So the fact that they didn't end up together was a bit like, something didn't feel right. But at the same time, the dreams that they really wanted and longed for from the beginning of the movie were fulfilled. And in a way, it's like her dream being fulfilled will always have him attached to it, and the same thing for him. His dream being fulfilled will always have her attached to it, because they're crucial for the fulfillment of each other's dreams. They will always be part of their fulfillment. And that's the part that doesn't make me feel fully satisfied, because she's not with him, she's with someone else. But she also has her dream, which has him attached to it. I personally don't think that I would be happy if I had fulfilled a dream that was only because of someone else other than Shelly. It would feel like, I don't know, it's like something is not right and something doesn't make sense. That's me. And another thing that kind of disappointed me a little bit is there were quite a few close-up shots that were out of focus. And when a tiny technical detail like that spoils an otherwise perfect shot and scene, that makes me really sad, because I just wanted to look and just be perfect in everything. The lighting was so great. Why did it have to be out of focus? That's what I was thinking, so I was like, no, you should have shot it again. How did you not notice this? I would be really disappointed if that happened to me. My rating is, I think, 7 out of 10. It's a solid movie, probably one of my favorites right now. 7 is pretty high for me, I'm just saying, I'm a bit picky. If you've seen the movie, what did you think? And don't forget to say spoiler alert when you write a comment, so other people don't get mad. I mean, I did warn them already, but you know, just please be considerate to others. Thanks so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you again tomorrow.